ATC, Dhafra is at that will be preset 1 on COM 1. So IFF set mode 01 on mode 1 and mode 3, Panther is 4211, 4212, and then Jackal 4311, 12, and 13. And in order to get the transponder to work, open the Universal Control Radio dashboard, click on transponder, and then you will get the lower one, and then just click on the buttons until you get, as you can see, 01, and then your assigned codes in the second window.
One question?
Yeah, go.
I did some research about the transponder. What is the M4? Do we need to use it? Do we need to highlight it or not?
I don't think it has any effect for us. I'm not sure if you have anything on that, David.
And now, last time it worked both on and off.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So now it's enough to set it like this, and you don't need to click on and have it marked green on either ST or M4, right?
Yeah, I think ST stands for standby.
Yeah.
But
yep.
It's a bit unclear what actually does anything.
Yeah. So just make sure it reads like this: 01 with, and then your code, and then nothing green on the four bottom buttons. And then once you've set it up, you don't need to look at it again. It's just something for hopefully it works, and then AVEX are able to easier ideas. Okay, critical information count, off count. That will be primarily be me and work. If we lose Jackal, the tanker, Falcon, or AVEX, that's of course very critical for us to know. Anything about the SA-6, other aircrafts, or threat aircrafts, or unknown threats, any Rolex, and of course mission success should be forwarded to AVEX. Some code words just to keep the progress and essay in case we have bad comms with AVEX due to our altitude. Feet dry, Atlantico, attack successful. Black stripe, attack unsuccessful. Cortez, and then egressing, Diamond, feet wet, embargo, mission abort, Fiji, and the Rolex Rebellion with a number. So that's the minutes. So Rolex 15, that's Rolex 15 minutes, for example.
Is everybody at this point clear on the critical information flow and the code words and their use?
Say again?
I'm just making sure everybody is aware of the critical information flow and the code words, their meaning and their use.
Yeah.
Elvis, Mike?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's clear for me. I
Good.
just need to write it down somewhere on a paper.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, next slide. Jackal.
Thank you. So the launch sequence plan timings for each element. Now, this is a coordinated strike with Bravo, so we need to try to stick to these timings as closely as we can. I get that it's DCS and things will happen. So in the pit for 0520 local time, so that's 1920 Lulu time, we've got 20 minutes to essentially connect ground power, stick all of the waypoints in, do whatever preparatory work you want to do, check your presets, whatever else. Engine starts at around 0540. Check in as soon as engines have started, so they should be more or less concurrent timings. Pre-flight checks straight after, and then taxiing at 0555 local time. We're expecting runway 13 right, and I know that our flight, Jackal flight, is on apron 4. So it's over on the southwest corner of the maneuvering area as far as the airfield is concerned. If it is there, it's a 30-second taxi to departure. If we're departing runway 31 left, then we've got to go down to the other end of the airfield, and it's only another 5 minutes. So that leaves us with a departure time of almost exactly 6 local time, 2000 Zulu. Any stragglers to the flight if we are pre-ingress, so if we are before Alaska, if we're still feet wet and descending to make landfall, then we can attempt to rejoin. If it looks like we're going to make landfall before a reasonable opportunity to rejoin, then establish cap in support of Falcon fly out towards Shell. MCON taxi and takeoff procedures as per SOP. I see no reason to deviate for either party. Takeoff will be under the discretion, or under the direction rather, of ATC, so we'll wait for confirmation of a runway. Positioning will be dependent on the wind. Rendezvous is actually incorrect now. This is based on an earlier plan. We're going to collectively rendezvous on track Connecticut. We'll do either some yardstick magic or request Crystal's assistance to achieve such. On slide 13, the tanking plan, should we require it at any point, is the tanker is essentially 100 nautical miles northwest of Dhafra. You have to forgive my spelling. I think steer point 10 according to the plan. Let me check. It is. So the tanker formation is a singleton. It has some cap with it. We will formate with it for the purposes of getting fuel in the normal way, so waiting to receive on the left 1,000 feet below until visual, and then whilst tanking, moving left to right. Rendezvous with the tanker is VMC via TACAN or direction from Crystal, depending on workload. The order of refuel is what I assume to mean element tanker assignment to be, so we'll go Jackal in reverse order, so 838281, and then Panther in whatever order. I've got no idea what Echo is all about, so ignore it. Foxtrot is per SOPs. Give per aircraft, again, this is incorrect. It was going to be max. We essentially think we need £6,000 to get home comfortably with enough reserve for a divert. So we'll be looking to, if you're above 6, do nothing. If you're below 6, tank to 6, and then disconnect and move off. Element rejoin procedures, everything is going to be at the tanker. Package RV per slide 13, that's this slide, things have moved around, forgive me, but essentially it was going to be 5 nautical miles to the east of the tanker. I would suggest that actually we're heading home at that stage, so we can probably just head home. Tanker is not available for 2010 Zulu time, so that's not going to be a factor for us. And just make sure from a deconfliction point of view, when you are at the control point, you are 1,000 feet vertical pre-contact. Looking at the navigation plan then, and if people want to open combat flight at this time, feel free. Much to Mike's disappointment, we've got 12 steer points. The routing is actually fairly simple. The steer points are simply to make sure that we're heading in the right direction when we go feet dry. So we're departing Dhafra in whichever direction, and as soon as possible getting a track direct to Connecticut, which is our steer point 1. We need to climb fairly aggressively towards Connecticut with a view to conserving fuel on the ingress. We're estimating crossing Connecticut at something like Angels 15, although I suspect we'll probably end up higher, with a fairly decent mark in the box to get up there as well. We will RV on track Connecticut with a view of crossing Connecticut at time 49. After that, it's a right turn on track Alaska, descending as we make landfall, and we want to be crossing Alaska at approximately time 56 if the speed is kept to, and we're looking to cross that pretty much on the deck at 350 knots indicated.
Time 0622
Thank
should
you.
be the in-game time.
0622.
Yeah, we're taking off 06, and then we will be there at 0622.
These timings are screwed up then. Fine. From there, we're essentially making tracks towards the target low level. There are a series of waypoints plotted, but they are simply to make sure that we get the right side of the IP and essentially remaining clear of the SA6 umbrella. The timings are actually fairly good. We're looking at about a 9-minute leg between steer point 3 and steer point 4, and things are going to become very fluid then. We've got a very loosely agreed contract, although I'm suspecting, Nick, that the timings might have changed, but we were estimating being at the power plant at time 0711 local, and we've loosely agreed with Bravo that we will be there plus or minus 5 minutes, so no strike before, 5 before 11, and no strike beyond 16 to make sure that the timings are coordinated.
No, the timing we should be. What I've coordinated with the package Bravo is that we will cross roughly at Alaska at 0622. That means we are both ingressing roughly at the same time, and with that ingress, then we should be at the power plant, roughly 0638, based on that on the current combat flight file.
Okay. My combat flight file's clearly out of date. So that's the plan. Fuel, we need to depart full or as full as we can, which with 3 bags, by my reckoning, leaves us with £17,500 of usable fuel. We need to have no less than £12,000 by Alaska. So minimum use of the gate, will be coming off of the gate when we're airborne as quickly as we can, and making sure that we are not abusing the throttle en route. So, moving on to talk about the fighter element, slide 15. Position relative to the strikers. So we're going to split the flight into 2 elements. Whoever is the lead of element 3, so Jackal 8-3 will act as a 10-mile screen or 2.5 minutes in advance. I've left 2.5 minutes in there so that you can work at timings for the waypoints and steer points. Jackal 8-1 and 8-2 will formate with Panther during the ingress, and we're going to stay with them all the way until steer point 4. The sweep route is essentially as per our planned route, so between Alaska and steer point 5 it's a bit of map of the earth flying, but the points are there to help us find our way. Type control is essentially at my discretion. Commit criteria and authority. So the commit criteria is we will only commit to protect strike assets on a counter commit basis. So if the strike assets are threatened by anything, then we will commit. We won't be chasing after things that aren't chasing us. So I'll call it. Maintain SA. Hopefully we'll still be in contact with Crystal, but being low level in the valleys, I suspect it's unlikely. So we just need to make sure that we're doing it the very best that we can. For Echo, the reset criteria, if ever we are 15 nautical miles a long route, either forwards or backwards from Panther, we should look to reset. Obviously, if we're engaged in a fight, that's not possible. And the abort criteria is essentially to preserve airframes. So if it looks like we're going to lose a fight, get out. Or if Red 4 abort and start moving away from us, then we should also abort and reset. One thing I missed, the sweep route, so I've put some very loose radar contracts in Bravo here. So 8-3, search low to mid-level along the route. 8-1, I will be looking immediately ahead low level, protecting the strikers from anything close. And 8-2 needs to essentially be looking up, and because of the angle, the range for looking up is going to be relatively limited. Moving on to slide 16, for point Gulf, so flow, as per SOP, there's no reason to change our normal flow. PID criteria, if it's not part of our flight and we are not in contact with Magic, we should assume hostile. Bravo, we're going to be operating significantly enough north from us and ingressing on a different enough route that we should be able to safely assume that threats that are coming at us are hostile. In the combat flight file, there is another track. I've marked it yellow on mine. That is Bravo's ingress route. So if it's east of our route, we can assume that it is hostile safely. If it's anything west or north of us, we should probably try to do some ray guns. Hopefully, possibly, perhaps, they'll be on the same frequency, but we can always use guard. India, pretty much our standard contract. So for 2 ships, lead is looking near and left and high, and the second in the element is looking for right, trail and low. Singletons, just use your discretion, pick a target and deal with it. Drop criteria, we'll be looking to drop for endurance, so if it looks like we're running short on fuel and need to get home, we'll be looking to drop, or if it's likely that we're going to enter into a dogfight, let's get some payload off, use the bags, get rid of them, and then drop them if we need to, but let's not drop unless we do need to. Target area, so this is where things get fun. Pre the IP, 8-1 and 8-2 directly escorting, and 8-3 operating as a 10-mile or 2.5 minute sweep. As we approach the IP, and so this is going to happen loosely from steer point 4 onwards, 8-3 needs to go and saunter between Mike 1 and Mike 4, which, if any of you are looking at a map, is roughly 20 miles to 35-40 miles south of La. The idea is that we have a singleton who is not high level, not making themselves known, but has a little bit more space to essentially look for departures from La, assess the threats coming towards us, as we continue to operate west of the IP. As we cross steer point 4 on track 5, I'm going to split and rejoin 8-3, and we will act as a 2-ship in support of that overwatch, if you like. The objective for 8-2 is to stay and shadow the strikers, follow them all the way into the IP, orbit at the IP, looking east as much as you can for threats coming from LAR, searching north and searching west. Do not worry about south. On egress, everybody rejoins at steer point 7 and tracks towards steer point 8. At this point, are there any questions?
Yes. 8-3. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
So I need to get down to Mike 1, Mike 4, so towards the, I don't know, the one after Alabama. That's going to put me 20-ish miles away from you, and it's going to take some effort to get back. Have I got any easy way to kind of know how far is far enough and so on?
So just be sure of the location, Mike. So Alabama is just north of Kish, where Mike 1 and Mike 4 are essentially just north of steer point 3. So Mike 4 is literally 4 miles north of steer point 3. So what I'm thinking is that halfway between steer point 3 and steer point 4, you track east. If you want to loop back to steer point 3 and then essentially set up a north-south cap at a very low level operating north, then that is probably quite savvy.
So if I split from you at that point around Mike 4, waypoint 1, 2, 3, split there and then set up south looking, yeah?
North looking, you're going to be 10 miles ahead of us, so I would suggest that after we cross steer point 3, leave it for another 3-4 miles and then track east. That's probably putting you halfway between steer point 3 and steer point 4 if our speeds are on track.
Okay, and the altitude for that?
Low level, so looking at the charts here, the terrain here is generally at about 3,000 feet above mean sea level. You've got some peaks up to 6,300, and the ridgeline is generally at 5,000, all above mean sea level. So I would probably suggest you're something like 5,000 or 6,000 feet, very occasionally popping up. The idea is to look for things that are departing LAR, climbing to altitude and searching for us.
Got it.
And that's not with a view to engage, it's just providing us with situational awareness. So, to just rehearse that again, halfway between steer point 3 and steer point 4, 8-3, who is Mike, will track east, set up a very low level cap of sorts between Mike 1 and Mike 4, saunter there, oriented north as the hot leg, looking for threats. 8-1 and 8-2, so myself and Sorbik, will continue with the flight, and then having crossed steer point 4, on track steer point 5, I will split from the package. I will rejoin Mike using tack and yardstick and help with that cap effort. Elvis, when you get to steer point 6, you need to orbit and just protect the strike assets while they do their run in and strike. Does everybody understand?
Yeah, that's point 7, I guess. P7, it's in the mission file.
It's just northwest of Papa 7, yes.
Yeah, okay. And which altitude?
Low level, so sit on the deck looking up. You are literally there as a reaction against any airborne threats.
Copy. 2.
So, to the last point then, slide 17 in the presentation, Panther flight has priority on the package frequency between steer point 6 and steer point 10. Jackal should have priority otherwise, and particularly during conflict. So even if between 6 and 10 we start getting aggressed by something, we'll take priority. The priority for strikers should essentially be to stay safe. We'll take the fight to the enemy, and we'll take things quite fluidly. So Neck and I have discussed, and Wong and I have discussed, that if it looks like we are just getting our asses handed to us, they'll drop their munitions and join the fight. They're carrying 2 slammers and 2 heaters, so in theory they can join in. But for us to maintain SA and for us to stay on top of any airborne threats that are coming against us, we'll maintain priority on the package frequency for the majority of the time. Warg for slide 19, please.
Alright, so we assess that the greatest threat to the strike is the SA threat to the east, close to the LAR airbase. So on the left-hand side there you see a depiction of basically our game plan. So we're going to do a shooter-shooter split pop-up attack. We're going to pop up, be exposed for about 30 seconds, and then attack the target. So one will offset to the left side in a shallow climb, while I will offset to the right side in a much steeper climb. And this will create a lateral distance between the two aircraft, and it will also create a delay, and that is the purpose of this, so that one can come in first, and then I will follow and strike the targets between 3 to 6 seconds later. So Panther 1-1's primary targets is the primary and secondary turbine building to the north, while I will take the tertiary turbine building, which is the southernmost building. And then the idea is that I pickle off 2 bombs on the tertiary building, and then if lead is unable to get both of his targets, I have 2 more bombs in a single pickle for at least 1 more power plant. So the IP to target line is 9 or 8 degrees. One will do a 10-degree low altitude, high drag ripple bomb in a high drag configuration with the Mark 82 Snake Eyes. Ingress altitude would be 200 feet above ground level. Action will be at 5.1 nautical mile, and then we will split, as I explained. Our speed will be 500 knots. One will check turn left 20 degrees to a heading of 7-8 degrees. He will pull between 3 and 4 Gs up to a climb of 15 degrees nose up, hit full afterburner, and then run CMS program 5, which is the flare preventive program. Invert maybe around 4,000 feet so that you do not go higher than 5,000 feet barometric altitude. Hit the target and then keep on turning until you to the right hand side until you hit 290 degrees, and then you just watch TACAN for me being 1.4 nautical miles away from you, Nick.
Yeah, now I'm happy.
Yeah, and I do basically just about the same, except that I have a 30-degree high angle dive bomb attack with 2 Mark 82 Snake Eyes. And I do a right-hand turn instead of left. I do a 30-degree offset instead of 20-degree offset. And I have my nose up 45 degrees. And my apex is at 11,000 feet.
Good. Next slide.
Next slide. So in the interest of time, I'm going to just go through the most important parts here. So the weather is good. It's visual meteorological conditions. So we're going to go in low level in a fighting wing formation. Jackal Flight will be the designated escort here. They will take care of any threats. We will not commit on any air-to-air threats unless it's for self-defense. And that will be our last resort, basically. The PID criteria is to get the Mark 1 eyeball on the power plant installation, which Nick said was quite easily visually available with the 3 chimneys. So it's going to be a power plant installation north of the east-west going road. Regen procedure will be visual and using TACAN as usual. We are going to be receiving, we're going to be painted by the SA6. So we just continue because the SA6 has a reaction time of usually about 30 seconds. The thing about the SA6 is that it's a semi-active radar, meaning that the launch platform has to illuminate us with its radar. So if you can break line of sight, then the missile is stupid. So yeah, the trick is just to go hit the deck, pop chaff, and beam if you can. And if we are painted by any fighters, we just continue our mission and let the escort deal with that.
Copy. Next.
Yeah. Yeah. I can just one more thing. The BDA is going to be a visual BDA, and we'll use the satellite imagery to confirm that the power plant is indeed destroyed. We'll be looking for smoke and use that as a temporary BDA. So in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip.
Copy. Return to force per flight plan as discussed by Jackal. Expect overhead brake when I get back. Expect runway 13 right. Also, after refueling, we'll do a bell damage check on all aircraft. Next slide. Okay, mission flow as shown, already described, not going to cover that. CSAR, egress back over the ocean and try to eject as far from Iranian territory as possible. Next slide. We go no-go, we go with regards to weather, minimum aircraft, we go, 2+2 aircrafts, and minimum systems, radar and RVR also go, and threats go as of now. Next slide. Keys to success, good coordination, good timing. We're already failing on that, we're 2 minutes late already. Communication, be proactive, push information when it's needed, so we don't need to ask for it. It's always a good thing. Okay, that's about it. Any questions? Okay, gentlemen, thanks for brief. I'll talk to you guys in pit or in the air.
Cheers.
See you all soon.
You.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Run 1.
Dhafra ground is beast. 1-1, any ATC online?
Tambaj. Nevíš, jaký to je tady stojanka?
Nemám tušení, já jsem v krytu.
Já taky.
Hawk was our escort, wasn't it? Parked apron 2,
Yeah.
taking active runway. Can anyone
We are
advise
on
what the active is?
on the apron north left.
Klar, negative.
Alright.
Everyone, what is the loadout? Vickers and fuel?
Were your questions suitable?
Lyser in cockpit som ett som en julgran bakom dig med lampan.
Shark 2, Shark 3, remember to mount the helmet mounted side because
Hang on a second. Are
enemy
you in
by
the
default
UR channel?
tonight.
Dhafra ground, Jedi
Oh, copy, thanks.
I just need to...
Yeah, smash on, configure for departure.
This is Dhafra ground is closed. Please contact Dhafra tower 126.2. We'll contact Dhafra tower 126.2. Jedi 42.
Dhafra tower, Hunter 6-1, holding short 3-1 left, ready for departure.
81.
Hunter, Dhafra tower, roger, line up on the runway 31 left, cleared for takeoff.
Can you double check the coordinates for IP Charlie?
After takeoff, climb flight level 100.
Yes, just a second.
Clear for takeoff 3-1 left, climb flight level 100, continuous flight, Hunter 6-1.
Yeah, go.
Where have you tagged
Tak nám právě ulítli.
Dhafra tower, Jedi 41.
Really, I don't know. To be honest, I thought it was apron 2, but I think it was apron 3.
Jedi 41, request taxi
Já
for
to
active
prostě
runway
najdu.
at apron, from apron center.
I'm going westbound
So I
now,
have
runway
for
0
Alpha Charlie North 26
Westbound
1
for
3 decimal 0
Shark 2 is ready for takeoff.
long
056
taxi.
Taking off.
Take west long 4
8.
Shall I wait for you at the end of the runway?
To má
No, it doesn't get any worse now, so
And 3 you can hover
just
check
try and
on
get
this
airborne.
And 1 is also
Alright,
hover
I'll
checking.
wait for you at the end of the taxiway. I'm currently holding at Alpha 1.
Fort London Shark 3-1, 3 times K50 at stands and hover checking.
1 in the green. Brakes, brakes.
East 1 holding short runway 09 at Alpha 1 taxiway, waiting for Beast 1 to catch up.
Dhafra tower, can you please confirm?
2, have you started your engines?
Ty tam prosím tě nemáš ty letiště.
Já mám.
Ty mi to řekni, kde stojíme.
Just ready.
Koukám.
Let's wait for it.
Yes, long.
Nechápu vůbec,
Thank you.
jak jde to číslování.
Right, I can actually hear people now, so...
Hello.
Just when you go in that mission, you hear everybody, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Guys, you were correct, so make sure that on the second slots in on either side you're taking a pair of 120Cs and not...
So that'll be 6 and 2, yeah?
Yes. Mike, were all of your questions answered satisfactorily?
Yeah, because... the only thing is, I will... If I do get bumped and I'm right in the front, I will do a plan skate, so I'll fire, and I'll be off back to you. So all I intend to do is put the first one defensive.
Yeah, it's largely discretionary for you. Just be safe, really.
Magic Crystal, come check green 7.
Right, I'm on stud 8, com 1. Just check in with me as soon as you are ready.
Copy.
Request rearming. On card, Jack Light 1, request radio check. On card.
I did hear you, I'm just unable to send.
Jack Light 1, Battle 1-1, launcher on guard.
Name Charlie also on guard, thank you.
Rearming complete.
Panther 1-1, Panther 1-2, checking in console.
Launcher, Hammy.
5x5.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Magic Crystal, come check green 7.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
For 1, be advised 0.2 and 3 in the flight plan are identical.
Yeah, I just realized there shouldn't be any big problem. Get to report ready for alpha check.
Welcome.
53, 56, 53, 56, 53, 46. So, not 27. 27, 39, 39, 30. Yes. 54 and
It's ready alpha check.
Really? 54 and 120.
Stand by.
11, 22, 11, 22. No. 8.8. Sorry if I'm talking to myself, do apologise.
Okay, alpha check waypoint 1344 for 112.
Same.
Waypoint 2 359 for 142.
Same.
Waypoint 4 344 for 200.
Same.
Waypoint 6349 for 210.
Set.
Waypoint 7354 for 205.
Set.
Waypoint 8343 for 226.
Set.
And waypoint 9330 216.
Repeat waypoint 9.
Waypoint 9330 216.
That's a negative. I have 320 for 245. Standby, I'll check.
Check as well.
Yeah, I got an error here. Standby.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, so waypoint 9 is 330 for 216.
Affirm, Alpha check complete. Yeah, one is ready to start the engine, so we'll start the engine in 5 minutes. It's gonna be a beautiful takeoff with this current weather.
Beautiful morning.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's a crimson morning.
Oh yeah.
126 100. 126 100.
Confirm QNH 3001 set.
244.
Negative, say.
3001 QNH.
Yeah.
Dhafra ground, Panther 1-1.
Elvis, don't forget your IFF, your transponder in UR.
Station calling Dhafra ground. Dhafra ground is not active. Only Dhafra tower 126.2.
Check L81, transponder is on.
Jackmate 3 ready for Alpha check.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to understand what it is.
Just want to check bearing and range through the waypoints.
Do you now? Okay, starting with waypoint 0, report ready.
Ready?
2, no bearing. Waypoint 0, no bearing, no range. Waypoint 1, 344, 112.8. Waypoint 2, 359, 142.7. Waypoint 3, 355, 162.1. Waypoint 4, 344, 201.1. So far?
Roger so far.
2 so far. Waypoint 5, 347, 210.2. Waypoint 6, 350, 211.1. Stippoint 7, 354, 206.2. So far? 2 ready.
3.
Stippoint 8, 343, 227 miles.
And
Stippoint
continue.
9, 340 degrees, 200 miles. Stippoint 10, 330, 217.1.
3 has an issue with waypoint 10. I've got 303 for 188.
Same for 2. I have 303 for 188.9.
Yeah, that's Me, stand by. Steer point 10, 303, 188.9.
Three.
2.
Three's ready taxi.
We're 5 minutes early, so we'll just give it a minute. I'm just tidying some last minute things up. Make sure, Mike, I don't know if you're on the frequency before, that your transponder's set and you are.
Yeah, stand by. I'm having issues with that.
Guys, ground is closed. Monitor stud 2, com 2.
Dhafra Tower and Dhafra ground is midnight. Comms busy with AWACS.
Oh.
1 from 3. Can you confirm where to get the transponder settings?
You're on the plan. Set your transponder 4313. Elvis, yours 4312.
4313 for 3.
Transponder code for 2 is 4312.
One from 3. Are we monitoring ground at all for the blind, or are we just going to push tower straight away?
So ground was closed and ground was being run from tower. Tower's just gone midnight, so we'll have to go back to stud 1 and make calls in the blind.
Copy.
Highly controversial, I know.
Another question. For making sure you refuel, do I need to take all my fuel tanks off and then back on?
No, mine are full just from putting them on.
Okay, I'm already engines running, but I'm burning fuel sitting idle.
Yeah, it's fine. We're about to taxi. Jack offline, check-in, com2.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Nothing heard from 3, 2, and 3's okay.
Jack light 2, com2, stud 1. Elvis on com 1, are you hearing me on com 2?
Complete.
Negative, I don't hear you on com 2. Channel 2. Channel 1 on com 2 is closed, according me.
Yeah, so it was closed. They've just closed the tower as well, so we've got to make calls in the blind on 1. So come back to stud 1, com 2, and check in with me.
2.
Jackal Flight 3 ship F-18 taxis for the active.
Jackal 8-1, loud and clear.
Where are you in relation to us? I thought we were all in the same place, but apparently not. Three.
I'll tell you when I get there. I don't know where I am.
Okay, we're going to depart 1-3, so Elvis and I are just going to hold on the corner of apron 4.
Stand by. I'll check them out. I believe my location's apron 4.
Maybe we're not. Alright, let me hang a left down here and hopefully you'll see us come by you in a second.
Copy.
Brake test.
One from 3. Perhaps you're on apron 5. Are you coming up to runway 13 right, or is it 13 left?
Pretty sure it's 1-3 right, and I'm pretty sure you're right, we're on 5 and not 4, so we're on Charlie towards Mike.
Copy, I'm holding short, Mike and Mike 2 thereabouts.
Roger. A nasty feeling I've forgotten something important, but never mind.
And mute Discord.
Mike, is this you at my 10 o'clock?
Yes, C2 ships are taxing sequence.
Do you know how I can stop this stupid comms menu coming up every time I push to talk? It's very annoying.
Negative.
Okay boys, the wind is pretty much straight down the runway, so I will take the right, 2 left, 3 right and staggered. We'll do a fairly standard up to 80 on the brakes, watch me roll, hit the burner, when airborne go straight to Buster, and VMC departure. In the event of failure, just circle to land, otherwise continue. Any questions?
3.
Elvis, you all okay?
Yes, Stu. Mike was up.
Yeah, two before 3.
I waited, man.
I know. Jackal flight, push, come 2, stud 2. Jackal flight, check in.
Nothing at 2, 3. Okay.
Jackal 2, check in.
Jackal A2, loud and clear.
Alpha for traffic, Jackal flight 3, ship 1, it's holding short of runway at 13 right. Mike for departure.
Alpha for traffic, Panda flight parked apron 4 will taxi to apron end of runway Mike and hold there until takeoff time.
Yeah, we're really early.
We can hold a little bit. There's nothing in the queue.
No, the only people in the queue are behind us and the rest of our package, so I'd rather stay here and burn next to fuck all fuel than get airborne early and just start burning it slowly, so we'll stay. I like how much these windsocks disagree.
1 from 3. Formation after departure en route for 1. Any formates that you can recommend?
Good point. Yeah. Just line abreast. We need to get you ahead of us fairly soon, because Alaska's not exactly far away.
Copy. Actually, I need to set TACAN. Stand by. Three set for 99 air to air X-ray, and I'll call in suite after departure.
3, check TACAN Yankee.
Checking Yankee.
Okay, boys, takeoff checklist controls. Mindful and free, wings are out and locked. Trim is 12 degrees, nose up, flaps, half, hook, in, harness, tights, warning lights, clear. Nose steering low, seat armed, ready takeoff.
2.
3.
Dhafra traffic, Jackal flight lining up for departure runway 13 right. Oh god, by the game clock it's only 53, we're really early.
Maybe see if we can get up higher.
Negative, we are late. At waypoint 1 we needed to be there at 50-50. 1, did you copy?
I did, I was just checking the kneeboard. Those timings were put out of kilter quite late because Bravo's timings were given to us like 40 minutes before we came into briefing. So the kneeboard, unfortunately, is going to be out of whack. Sorry.
Three's lining up right side as asked, except everyone's all sorts of other places.
Yeah, I wanted a stagger, but it's gone badly. Elvis, if I pull forward, kick out left, Mike behind me, and just give us 30 seconds or something.
3.
Abused at high range, there it goes, look at that. Maneuverability is king.
For traffic, Bent Flight will line up hold short runway 13 right.
Three to 1, queue's now forming.
It's our package, they've got the same takeoff time as us.
Okay, what are we, 1:55 and what?
Departure's due to be at 6.
Copy.
Right, on board awaiting, let's go. On the brakes, up to 80. 2. Punch it. I'll have traffic, Jackal. Runway 13 right.
Left traffic, Bent Flight taking extra runway 13 right.
One's Buster.
My assessment.
1 turning right on track. Report airborne.
Airborne and visual.
Jackal flight push stub 3, com 2. Check in.
Nothing ahead from 2, 3.
2.
Dhafra Control, Jackal flight is with you. A 3-ship F-18's departed Dhafra runway 13 right, passing 6,000 for Angels 18 and turning right on track Connecticut. You boys want me to come off the speed?
2, yes.
3, yes, and TACAN still sour.
My TACAN, 36 Yankee, air-to-air, transmit receive, on.
2, TACAN solid.
4.3 tack and sweep. 4.3 trail.
Dhafra control, Jackal 8-1, Jackal 8-1. No joy in this channel, push stud 4, com 2. Jackal flight, check in.
Nothing at 2, this is 3.
Jackal 8-2, com 2, check in.
Jackal 8-2.
Crystal, Jackal, flight with you, 3 ship F-18s departed Dhafra, passing Angels 12 for Angels 18, on track Connecticut, squawking 4311.
Jackal, Crystal, standby.
Two from 3, passing your right side.
2.
1's going to start speeding up, contract speed 350.
Misty, check uniform.
2.
Magic, Misty, 4-1 able.
Misty, magic, but
Magic, Misty 4, 1 able.
This is a magic Misty, go ahead.
There you are, sir. Authenticate Alpha Charlie India.
Leveling off Angels 18.
Misty magic, say again the authentication.
2. Misty repeats Alpha Charlie India.
Authenticate Alpha. Request you authenticate Alpha Golf Yankee.
Misty comes back with Foxtrot.
Magic Roger, continue.
Misty, Aspect.
Roger, Misty Magic, confirm your squawk 4141 and 4142.
This is Misty, Aper. 2 settled.
Misty, this is Magic. Confirm you're holding hands with Claw.
Misty Magic, affirm. We are about 5 minutes behind Claw, same destination.
Roger, Misty, I don't see your squawk.
Copy, standby. Magic, Misty, check IFF at this time.
Misty, Magic, Parrot Suite.
Misty copies.
Magic for Claw.
Claw, Magic.
Authenticate Alpha Bravo Romeo.
Authenticate Delta, wish authenticate Alpha, Hotel Foxtrot.
Authenticate Zulu.
Magic, Roger, go in.
Claw Fly checking in. We are 5 minutes before Daisy Duck. Flight level 168.
Crystal Panther.
3 settled.
Takeoff for Crystal.
Panther, currently 42 miles northwest of Dhafra, checking in.
Pant 1 identified Pant 1 push green 4.
Pushing green 4.
Jackal 8-1 Crystal green 7, hard copy.
Say again for Jackal 8-1.
Jackal 8-1 push now green 4, green 4.
Push green 4, Jackal 8-1. 229 is stud 6, com 2, boys.
Jackal 8-1, repeat.
2, stud 6, com 2, stud 6, com 2.
2.
Copy.
Pant 1 I'd advise a different egress plan depending on fuel.
Copy, so Shell is not working at the moment.
Neither Hawk or Hunter were able to receive fuel from Shell.
Copy, that's weird.
Jackal 8-1 copies also.
Jackal flight, confirm your 2 ship.
Negative 3 ship.
Copy that, I'm missing 1 aircraft then.
Hawk 3, Hunter 6, be advised we are climbing Angels 38 and pushing high altitude attack on the targets on your plan.
Committed. Easy right turn, guys, for this bit off track. Easy right. 2. Rolling out.
Nails enemy AWACS, 1 o'clock.
One's clean with respect to that.
Yeah, I'm monitoring 5-0 and the 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I got it on the actual OWR, but not on my HUD.
Jackal Panther on green 4, request you check in on package.
Wilco, Jackal flight. Stud 1, com 1, boys. Jackal flight, check in.
BG, loud and clear, Jack.
8-3 land clear.
Jackal 8-2, check in, stud 1, com 1.
Jackal Panther 1-2, reach you loud and clear. Humming.
Lima Charlie also standby. Jackal 8-2 on com 2, push, stud 1, com 1.
Two passing your right side.
Jackal flight has 10 nautical miles to run to Connecticut, will orbit.
Panther flight 27 miles from Connecticut.
Do you want to go direct to Alaska and we'll try and hook up there instead?
Crystal picture, single group, bolts 305, 230, 25,000, 2 ship bandits.
I thought we could go direct Alaska if that works for you.
It just gives you a bit of a shortcut. It's the hypotenuse and we're on the dog leg, so you should save a few miles. We're doing 350, so if you wanted to step on it, you should meet us at Alaska on time.
Checking right inbound Alaska.
Jackal 8-2, check in, come on.
Panther flight defense in.
2.
Reference.
Hunter 6-1 Crystal on Greenford.
Go for Hunter 6-1.
That single two-ship is operating approximately 50 miles west if you're tracking.
All set.
Copy, Hunter 6-1.
Track flight fence in.
Three.
One's fenced in, fuel state 13.2. Jackal 8282 on COM 1. If you're receiving this transmission, rock your wings. Jackal 8282 on COM 2. If you're receiving this transmission, rock your wings. Jackal 82 push. COM 1, stud 1, third request. Jackal flight descent, 5 down.
Jackal 8-2.
82, welcome.
At flight descend 5 degree nose down.
2.
Panther flight 40 miles from Alaska.
Jackal flight. Jackal has 26 to run.
And with the issue with Shell, I suggest we'll drop the fuel tanks as we go. This is the plan for Panther to save as much fuel as we can.
Yeah, we're on contract. We should cross Alaska with in excess of 12,000, so there's no point keeping them, and with Shell being a problem, we're going to need all the help we can get.
Crystal, picture 2 groups. First group, Bulls 302, 245, 25,000, 2-ship Bandits. Second group, Bulls 350, 151, 25,000, 2-ship Bandits.
Copy it.
Falcon 2 to Crystal.
Go for Falcon.
Falcon 2, can you give me a final radio check with the tanker shell?
Say again?
Can you try and raise
82, fence in.
tanker shell last time?
Copy, we'll copy.
Jackal 8-1. Repeat.
82, fence in, fence in. Jackal flight 15 to run to Alaska.
Hunter 6-1.
So now north, 85 miles. How big of a bubble do you want?
1 from 3. Sequence split and radar on.
Clock 3-1, Crystal.
Go ahead.
3 will orbit once at Alaska if you continue en route. Our orbit should let us
Clock 2-1, Crystal. How big of an engagement bubble do you want?
Copy, so split Alaska.
Request tactical.
Copy, we clear for radar on?
Push pink 9.
Yes.
2 to 3, I believe your lights are still on.
Say again?
Hawk 2-1,
It should be
push
formation.
pink
Can you verify?
9. Hunter 6, push pink 9.
I don't have a color code table.
Hawk 2-1, push 2, 3, 4,
3 negative,
5,
5
0,
0,
0.
tail lights are still on.
Copy, standby.
2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 0. Copy.
Read back correct.
3. Pound 1 now.
Pushing,
Now your formation is off. I think it's a bug, to be honest.
Arrow Crystal South got low joy on the tanker.
3, split, continuous
Battery
right, 2,
pistol cups
saddle,
also.
right.
2.
Panther 30 mile from Alaska.
3. Continue. Waypoint 3. Three split.
2 settled.
2, check right with me.
Altitude.
Crystal, Jack Light 1.
Jackal 8, Crystal.
Crystal, Jackal flight shortly to RV with Panther will be entering low level.
Jackal 8, Crystal. Pop-up group, Hotel 27, 2 ship, Bandit.
Panther 8-1 comes to on which channel?
Stud 6.
Panther 1-2 nails. Panther 1-2 nails, 29 to the north.
Let's flight check left reference waypoint 4.
2.
Crystal, Panther 1-1.
Panther 1-1, go Crystal.
Panther 1-1, Atlantico.
Crystal copies all. Pant 1-1, be advised, pop-up group tracking southeast from Hotel 27.
Panther. Two, contract speed 400 knots.
2.
A1 blind.
2 on your 6.
And Panther flight down, starting egress inbound waypoint 4.
2, reference north.
2.
Jackal 8, Crystal on green 4.
Go for Jackal.
Pant 8-1, I just had a nails. 29 on a north.
Crystal, go for Jackal. Two, reference waypoint 4.
Panther, Crystal, green 4.
Panther.
Panther 2nd, pop-up group, Hotel 27, 2 ship, Bandit.
Panther, copy. And Panther will just continue until Jackal tells us otherwise.
Jackal flight's clean to those threats, no joy so far. Two up to the blind.
It's Crystal Capital.
1 still under 6.
Jackal 8, Crystal, green 4, how copy?
Jackal, Lima Charlie, how many?
Jackal 8, Crystal, copy that, Lima Charlie. Now be advised, 2 groups, you are bra, 046 and 022 at 40 miles, climbing. First group climbing to 13,000, second group climbing to 8,500. They're now tracking southeast, no factor, if you continue tracking west.
Jackal copies all.
(8-3) now, 8 miles lead.
One heads in front of us, 10 nautical miles.
Probably friendly.
One from 3, say speed.
500.
3.
3, we're behind Panther, just continue. Panther, safe distance to 4.
Panther's 42 miles from 4.
Yeah, roger, we're the same. Crystal Jackal request radio check.
Jackal, Crystal, 4x5.
4x5 also.
Jackal 8183, 23 miles, waypoint 4, ready for turn east.
Three from 1, split.
3.
Panther 1, 30 miles, waypoint 4.
29 miles for Jackal 1.
Two on your right, passing by.
Jackal 83 established, eastbound at 7,600.
Yeah, 3, don't expose yourself, but keep a good lookout.
3.
23 miles, Jackal 81.
Panther 1 set.
1.
Blind. Blind to you, Panther.
Blind Jackal as well.
Crystal, Jackal 8-3, bogey dope.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the Jackal that are on my screen, but Jackal 8 something as closest group 090, 54 miles, 18,000 cold.
Copy, I'll be the eastbound contact, Singleton on my own.
Yeah, Crystal copy that. I've got one Singleton, the other one is not a two-ship though, but I've got one contact marked now, Jackal 83, tracking east at 6,000.
83.
Jackal 83, flow west.
83. Three nails out to the northeast, 2 times 29.
And A3, you got two groups, two ship, 50 miles to your south east at Angels 20. One of the group is turning hot on you now.
A3, we're also nails northeast, 2 times 29.
A3 Crystal, my scope is clear northeast.
Copy, make that about 080, double 29 nails.
And Jackal 83, Crystal, yeah. Third group that way is 90 miles, currently tracking south, no factor.
A3. Jackal 183, fuel now internals, dropping bags.
Jackal 83, you're bogeyed out now. Group Whiskey Bravo 11558, 22,000, flanking away.
A3.
I've got no contact on your 12 o'clock other than an A50 at 40,000.
Copy that. Now 329 nails, my 6 o'clock, somewhere around 080.
I can visual you passing your 9 o'clock, I'll turn to rejoin.
A3, all three groups I see to the south of you are below 090.
Correction, 18 mile to waypoint, the timing.
Crystal Jackal 1, I'm 2 miles in trail from 83. I've got 2 pairs, 29 males, my 8 o'clock. Three descent.
That's 2 pairs.
Jackal 8-2, Crystal. I've got group Whiskey Alpha, you're brought 2 Niner 5, 80 miles, 25,000.
It's definitely 2 groups.
Trying to get rid of your bags, it's not going well.
Yeah, Master Arm helps. Visual, you passed under my nose. Go your I'm your high right.
Visual.
Rejoining.
Turn out again in a second to look for those 29s.
One's blind, check me. Visual. One safe speed.
295. Stand by for overbank.
Roll right, roll right.
Hopefully they're egressing, but this terrain is masking us from them.
One saddle.
Mike, let's pop up, check northeast, reference something like 030, have a quick look. You look high, I'll look low, 40 mile scan.
3. You still got your bags?
I can't figure out how, fuck it.
Jackal 8-3, come right.
Yeah, 1. Set your stores on the jettison button, make sure Master Arm's on, and also select the center left inner and left and right inner to the left of your IFEI, and you should be good for jettison. One has 2 hits, 30 left at 40 miles.
Hi.
Not known.
2 stepping in, 2 spiked nails.
Possibly friendly, they're running in.
Panther 1 to take off.
One's blind. Correction, 3 is blind and 1.
10 o'clock low, crossing the ridgeline.
Three's visual.
Three sets dip 1-8.
3. Three's blind. Three's blind. Say heading altitude.
340, 2700, it's 10 degrees right of on track.
Three, still looking.
Flag going up.
Tally flare.
Contrails 340.
3 no joy.
Half past 12 high.
Tally 2 contrails.
Radar tally 2 ship at 15 miles, faded between 13 and 43, return slightly left of track.
3, say speed.
340.
Overshooting your high right.
Visual.
Panther now, 29 miles, waypoint 8.
Jackal 82, Jackal 82, come 1.
Jackal 83, spiked 2700, Hornet.
Crystal, Jackal 81, Crystal, Jackal 81 on com 2.
Might need to get up.
Jackal 81, Crystal, go.
Crystal, overhead me, altimeter point 8, it's Papa 7, 2 contacts, contrailing, declare.
Got Hawk flight and Hunter flight above, tracking south.
81 copies. Ray gun. Buddy spike, even buddy spike, buddy spike.
Call it on Orcs. Jackal 83 is spiked F18 at 3200, tracking 290.
Jackal 82, Jackal 82, come 1.
Jackal 82 is listening.
82, RV, steer point 8.
2.
Panther from Jackal.
Jackal Panther.
Sit rep.
Panther, 18 miles, waypoint 8, mission correction. Black stripe, black stripe.
Jackal acknowledges black stripe. 3, reference 050, check high, aisle low.
3. 3 splitting.
Tally unknown, 60 right at 15 miles. Faded.
Three, I've got 2 ship 60 right. Possible 2 ship.
Presume friendly.
Concur. Three flying 070.
Panther flight, check waypoint 9, climb Angels 25.
2. 3, reference 340.
3 coming left.
Visual you, I'm in 10 o'clock at a range of about 2 miles, reference 340 in the wind, speed 350. Panther, say distance, waypoint 8.
Panther now, check inbound waypoint 9, 48 miles, waypoint 9, climbing Angels 425.
Copy.
3 blind.
2's kicking out, going defensive combat spread.
1.
82, Jackal 82, safe distance, steer point 8.
Distance to waypoint 8 is 4.2 for Jackal 82.
All Jackal stations, reference steer point 9, bus down.
2.
3.
Jackal flight, safe fuel state 1, 8.4.
Jackal 82 fuel state is 7.7.
3, 8.8.
At one spiked Hawk site.
Ray gun.
Nails. Spike 9 o'clock, Hawk.
Alpha 1-2, buddy, spike 18. Angels 15.
One from 3, I've got you opening at 3.3 miles. And blind.
Roll.
Alpha 1-2, nails 14 to the north.
Jackal, Crystal.
Crystal, go for Jackal.
Jackal, I'm showing you at 4,000, but Panther's already up at 19,000.
Jackal acknowledges.
Crystal Hunter 6-1, now tracking 220, Angels 42.
That's 6-1 Crystal, Lima Charlie.
Crystal Panther Black Stripe.
Panther Crystal copies.
Crystal, this is Hawk 3-1, we are on your frequency twice.
Hawk 1 Crystal copies.
And the pattern flight, check reference waypoint 10 and come around the Hawk site. Check left waypoint 10.
Alpha 1-2.
Jackal 8183, showing TACAN 6.8 and blind on you at 3,800.
Okay. Crystal, picture 2 groups. First group, bulls 2, 6, 7, 170 miles, 22,000, tracking west. Second group, bulls 2, 7, 0, 155 miles, 22,000, tracking west. Both groups, 2 ship, bandits.
Jackal A2, nails 29, 3 o'clock.
One has same, my waypoint 9 was in wrong, which is why I'm trailing,
right.
so
Alpha 1 to mark
225.
Hawk 3 turning
3 has
right,
same. I don't know where you guys are.
I'm
Crystal,
at waypoint 3, 17 nautical miles.
I got nails 18 over my right shoulder, 4 o'clock.
I got a nails 18,
Crystal
18s on my 6 o'clock, so I'm in front of you guys.
I was for Panther.
Copy, say speed.
Hunter, what's yours?
385, 42.
Hunter 6-1, fuel state 4.6.
3, I'm going to set 450 until I find you.
Parameters.
Ray gun.
Buddy spike,
Panther
5,800.
1-1 Crystal. Oh, copy.
Jackal 82, climb.
2.
Crystal Panther.
Panther Crystal, what's your state, fuel state in northern state?
Currently embargo fuel 8.4. Panther embargo fuel 8.4, 2 slammers, 2 heaters.
Panther, come left 060.
Left 060 Panther.
Jackal
Hunter
A2.
62, group Whiskey Bravo now turning hot on you. Hunter 62, Whiskey Bravo, your bra 150, 42 miles,
Jackal
24,000
5,
hot.
F14 nails.
Go low level 5-6.
Hunter 6-1, copy that.
north.
6-1, coming to.
One has same.
And Panther, we can turn left
Second
in there,
group
there's a hawk
east,
site.
12 miles, co-altitude.
Panther 1-2 nails, 229s, 11 o'clock.
Hawk 3-1, commit group.
Jackal
Whiskey,
A2 got
Charlie,
2 nails,
Nova,
29
2, 5,
my
24
10 o'clock.
miles, 27,000.
One has
flanking
same, listen
right.
to the picture. Crystal Jackal A1.
Copy. Spike,
Jackal 8-1,
29.
make your heading
10
170.
o'clock.
You're the trailing element.
Yeah, Jackal, 4 ship, 29s, 170, spiking me.
Panther 1.
3 spiked.
1-2 spiked. Hunter 6-1, Fox 3.
Crystal Cuts.
Crystal, declare contact 140, 140. Declare contact 140, 50 miles, Angels 35.
Hunter 6-2.
Group
Fox
Whiskey
3.
Charlie.
Copy, group Whiskey Charlie, hostile.
Crystal, Jackal 8-3. Bogey dog.
They're both locked on me, should we drag them?
180, 62
Body
miles.
spike, body spike,
per ball.
body spike.
Over.
Hooking.
Body spike 35,000, F18.
One is no joy, flowing 240, 240 for 1.
Jackal A2 got 2 nails, 29 on my 6. My heading is 335.
Panther 1-3 dragging 29s back to shore.
1 nails, 2 ship, F14 to my north.
Hunter 6 Crystal merged.
1's defensive spiked.
Crystal 1 contact faded.
Panther 1-2 turning hot.
Hunter 6-2.
I'm on beach.
Bogey Dope. 130, 11 miles, 38,000. 3 contacts, stacked. 23, 32, and 38.
3's unable. Spiked.
Say heading again.
130.
3 heading 210 at 12,000 for waypoint 10, 100 miles.
Jackal 8-1 on my nose at a range of 20 miles, declare.
2.
Jackal 8-1, you're not on my scope.
Of course I'm not.
Crystal, declare contact 170, 21 miles, Angels 34.
Reagan.
Three is spiked from 29.
Panther 1, I got 3 bandits on that heading and 2 chicks coming in from the east.
Okay,
Chicks
3,
are
nothing heard. I'm climbing. Gonna have to defend and engage.
300, 340.
Panther 1-2 committing hostile heading 160.
All flights be advised, lost contact Hunter flight and Hawk 3-1. 2 bandits now, 1 tracking straight for Panther 1-1 at 33,000.
Reagan.
Hawk 3-2 on your nose now.
Hawk 3.
3 is out.
6 miles.
245 passing 17,000. Nails still to my left, closing.
Jackal 8-1, targets bandit. 23 miles, south of me, descending. Fox 3.
Alpha package, Bravo package, picture clean.
Panther splash.
Splash.
Jackal, knock it off. Jackal, knock it off.
Flights check in order. Hunter, Hawk, Panther, Jackal.
170 course 1. Panther 1 setting course 180, Angels 26.
Panther 1 comes.
3 send course 210 21,000.
Hawk 3-2, Crystal on green 4.
Hawk 3-2, go ahead.
Hawk 3-2, confirm your leader's shot down.
Jackal flight check-in on Com 1, Stud 1.
No contact with lead Hunter 3-2. Correction, Hawk 3-2.
Jackal 3, come on.
Cover that, Pigeon, Al Dhafra.
Jackal 3.
144 degrees. 150 miles.
Roger that.
Flight check-in, Com 1.
I have direction. I have azimuth Al Dhafra. Please overshooting.
Jackal flight, come left heading 150 for Al Dhafra. Panther 1-1, say status.
Panther 1-1, fuel 7.6, one slammer, 2 heaters.
3's clean.
Buddy spike F-18 in my 5 o'clock.
Panther 1 Crystal, copies all, confirm intent RTB.
Affirm, just need to clear the Hawk site on our 8 o'clock.
Cover that. It's cleared on my screen. Al Dhafra, Pigeons 140, 165 miles.
Copy that, turning Al Dhafra. 2, check left waypoint 0.
2. Jackal 8-2, Crystal status.
Buddy spike. Buddy spike.
Buddy spike 18, 26,000.
Drops.
Crystal pictures 2 single groups coming in from the east now at 29,000.
Crystal Jackal 3, reference my 340, still monitoring 2 F-14 nails.
Panther 1-2's Joker.
One from 3, I'm 72 miles to run waypoint 10.
Up there, no factor.
All Jackal elements.
Jackal flight, come left heading 140.
All Jackal flights, set steer point 0, heading 140, go home. Steer point 0. Crystal Jackal 8-1 acknowledges Jackal flights setting steer point 0.
Jackal 8-3.
Panther, Bogido, Group North Charlie 1, your bra 085, 72 miles, 30,000. Tracking now, well, maneuvering north.
Charlie Bravo 085. Panther 1.
Crystal picture, tree group, Singleton, Bandits, Bulls 270 for 70.
Jackal 8-2, fuel state 4.2.
You should have plenty. If you're in doubt, check FAS, go to your best endurance altitude and set your best mark.
2.
Calculate Crystal on green for hookup.
Lima Charlie, how many?
Lima Charlie, calculate the sea state.
Still fenced in, fuel state 4.9, my flight is all good, we're pretty disparate, but on track back to Dhafra.
Crystal capped.
Jackal 82, say distance, steer point 0.
Jackal 82, distance to waypoint 0 is 173.
Same for 83.
Distance 190. I'm at 22,000. 3 minutes 35 to go.
3 minutes 35 to go where?
That's what it says.
You sure you're not pointing at steer point 10?
Negative. Says waypoint 0 time 3 minutes 35. I don't understand it either.
190 miles in 3 minutes, I'm very impressed.
Contact.
I'll report that to the ground crew later. One from 3, showing 33 minutes on my HSI.
Yeah, roger, I've got 16, so I suggest you climb, you get better ground speed.
3.
Crystal, Patrol 1.
Panther 1, go for Crystal.
Request picture.
Three groups, Singleton Bandits, currently 270 for 115. All groups now tracking west.
Looks like everything's cold to us.
Hunter, copy.
And your bogeyed up closest group, Group Delta 1, your bra 06147, 33,000. Now turning hot on you.
06141, turning hot on us, Panther.
Jackal 82 Crystal. Or Jackal 81, if your information with Jackal 82.
No, we're split across 40 miles, so I'm turning hot just to look for that bandit. Confirm bra for me.
Am I talking to 81?
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea where you are.
Oh.
Panther groups now maneuvering again weirdly.
Panther.
Crystal Jackal 1, check transponder.
After 1-2, got contact 110 for 112 miles, 40,000.
Likely AVX.
Crystal, Jackal 8-1.
Jackal 8-1, go for Crystal.
Bless you, check transponder.
Jackal 8-1, you're not on my scope. It's a DCS thing. And Alpha package. Well, what's your first waypoint there where you turn right, feet wet? What's that called?
Connecticut.
Copy that. These three groups are just north of Connecticut, maneuvering randomly. Two singletons at 30,000 and one additional one at 19,000.
I copy a correction to that. Where we turn feet wet is Alaska, but copy maneuvering at Alaska.
Negative. The bandits are feet wet.
Copy, Panther.
So where you turned right onto 040, the north of that.
Panther, copy. Let us know if they're turning hot. To just be prepared if we need to turn left into those bandits, but hopefully we don't need to.
Okay.
And two, we are more fuel than Jackal, so if something happens then we need to support and protect and help Jackal so they can get back.
We'll go.
And to climb up Angels 32.
Panther, if you look over your left shoulder in your upper 7 high, you should see something contrailing its move.
Copy, visual.
Visual. Jackal 8-2, Crystal.
I'm Panther 1-2, we climb to Angels 34.
Good. Jackal 8-3, Crystal.
Go for Jackal 8-3.
Jackal 8-3, new mission, commit, group Foxtrot 1. Group Foxtrot 1, you are brought 090, 45 miles, 33,000 hot.
Jackal 8-3, come in.
Jackal 8-2, Crystal, how copy?
Jackal 8-2, listening.
Jackal 8-2, commit, group Foxtrot, you are brought 055, 37 miles, 33,000, flanking left.
Jackal 8-2, copy.
Ray gun.
Clean.
Crystal, Jackal 8-1 tracks a target 30 miles, 005 from me, presumed hostile, flanking left.
Jackal 8-1, I don't know where you are. Where are you in
Told you where I am,
reference to Jackal 8-3?
005, resip, 28 miles, that puts me.
Jackal 8-3, Braun now 090, 31 miles, 33,000 and hot to flanking left.
200.
355 for 26 miles, Jackal 8-1, Fox 3.
Eight 093, bandits at 22 miles.
Jackal 8-3, Braun now 090, 22 miles, 33,000, confirmed duty.
8-3, Judy, 20 miles, and Fox 3, crank right.
Jackal 8-2, you're Braun now, Hotel, Foxtrot 1, 025, 20 miles, 32,000, and beaming left.
Chocolate 2, Fox 3. Beam, bracket right.
Chocolate 3, Crystal, confirm duty.
83's duty, Fox 3.
Copy that.
Take 1, this bandit's
Group
hot to me.
Fox
16
1
and a half
now,
miles, Fox 3
maneuvering
again.
east.
Chocolate 2, pressing.
Chocolate 3, you're bound now, 085, 14 miles, 26,000 cold.
83 is pressing. Bandit's cold.
81 Pitbull.
One timeout.
Confirm it was a 2-ship.
Group Fox 1 is a single contact.
81 copies. Jack on flight, no more Fox 3, switching to heaters.
Other 1-1, should we support?
Hawk 3-1 Crystal.
There's 3 of us, we're fine.
This is Hawk 3-2. Go ahead. You're fine. We're
Hawk
ready to
3-2,
support if
Crystal.
needed.
Push Dhafra Tower now this time.
And going to Dhafra Tower, John 2. Hawk 3-2.
I need another 83, he's turning hot. Ah, he's gone cold.
He's faded for me if you've got a shot, take. Oh no, I've got him back. Disregard.
Chocolate 2, Fox 3.
Chocolate 3, Fox 3, 5 miles cold.
Splash. Tally splash.
Chocolate flight flow 150.
3.
2.
Phantom 1-2.
Sally 1 that's just gone behind me, who's that?
Probably me.
Okay, keep your 10 left.
Yeah, I'm going to roll out back on track to step point 0. I'm
Crystal
3.2.
ID on the bandit.
Unable, he splashed before I got a PID.
It was F5 from the nails.
Crystal copies.
Chocolate 1 is passing Angels 21 for Angels 28 on track, steer point 0, 126 to run.
83, same.
82, heading waypoint 0, 1.3 nautical miles.
I'm going to presume that's actually your TACAN distance.
No, it's my waypoint distance.
Three's blind on 1.
1 same. I got a spec on my 9 o'clock, slightly below me.
3's flat.
Yeah, visual, set your heading 30 right and we'll catch up, I'll keep an eye on you.
30 right.
2 blind.
When you have us 2, hi Mike.
1-1 Crystal.
Single flag on FE.
Settled.
One tally unknown, just flaring.
That's 1.
3's visual. 2 mile your trail.
Mike, turn off your TACAN.
Three.
2, your TACAN yardstick is to me, 3.3 miles range, bearing unknown.
1, my TACAN says 9.4 and my heading is 155.
Confirm your TACAN setting is 99 Yankee, 99 Yankee.
I confirm 99 Yankee.
Wow, okay.
Butterfly check out. Fence out.
Two fenced out in the green 4.0.
One fenced out in the green 6.1.
3 to 1. I've got contrails on left and I'm coming up saddle. Can you give us some throttles?
Yeah, 1 on RPM 95, fuel state 2.6. I'm trying to be careful with it.
I think you can save a little bit more.
After 1-2 bingo.
Panther 1. Crystal Panther 1-1.
Say altitude.
2 altitude is 34 Angels.
Yeah, roger, I'm probably visual your contrails then. Mike and I are on your 3 o'clock load.
2.
1-1 Crystal.
Panther 1, I could be 37 miles west, Dhafra request push control.
Panther 1 approved, I believe it's in
3 fuel state, 4.5.
Say again, Chris.
I believe it's informative calls.
2 fuel state, 1.6.
Copy informative calls. 2 push.
Okay.
1 second.
Panther 1 2 push, preset 3, com 2.
2 will go. Stop.
Panther flight push, stud 8, com 1, stud 8, com 1.
Jackal 2, radio check.
Lima Charlie.
3.
Okay, problem statement. Elvis has 1.6 to get home and 84 miles to run.
He needs to go slower. Should be looking for 0.65.
According to the information I got on my MFCD, it says best mark is 0.075.
Is that range or endurance?
Endurance max, and I got a range
Wow,
of
okay, that's
183.
Okay, okay. Alright, just do whatever S-Class is telling you. I'm pretty sure you will get home. We've got, what, 78 to run now, and you've got some fuel. You'll use even less in the descent, but just keep that height, and yeah, you'll be fine.
Should we formate on him?
No, to be honest, mate, I can't really spare the fuel. I'm only at 2.1.
Copy, I've got 4.4. I'm going to rejoin with him, see him in.
Roger. Check on flight, fence out. One, fenced out, fuel state 2.
2, fenced out.
3 fenced out, 4.3.
Crystal Jackal 1, request picture.
Wait, Crystal, picture click.
Jackal flight requesting push stud 3.
Approved informative calls.
Informative control stud 3, thanks for your help, bud. Jackal flight push stud 3, come to.
2.
Jackal flight check-in.
Three is in. Nothing heard from 2.
Loud and clear.
Dhafra traffic, Jackal flight is a 3-ship of F-18s, a singleton and a 2-ship. Currently 56 miles to the northwest to rejoin. If you guys start a gentle descent, you should be fine. So like 2 degrees down.
Two copy.
3.
Say fuel state.
2, fuel state is 1.2.
Roger, you're higher than me, so you can probably make your descent a bit more aggressive and lean off the throttle a bit more.
2 copy.
Jackal 2 from Jackal 3.
Jackal 2 listening.
2, if you mark your waypoint 0 as target, you'll get an idea for the descent. Say speed.
2 speed is for the moment 243. Two visual on trip.
From 3, you need to get rid of your stores. You've got 1 fuel tank showing on your right side.
Jag tror det är den nu faktiskt. Magic Raven 5-1, picture update please, or yeah.
Raven, this is
it seems to be jammed.
Short final, runway 13 right.
It's the only
Raven 5-1, copy that.
2, I'll do an emergent medicine.
course. It comes within 18 nautical miles, I'll have you engage.
Raven, copy that. Thank you for that.
Runway 13 right.
Worst case, probably tank gunshots.
If you come right of track about 2 degrees, guys, by the time you get over here, you'll probably be set up perfectly for straight in 13 right.
Rifle.
Informational, I've just disconnected or lagged out and appears to be crashed.
Ah.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
heck was
too,
that?
I have no visual
Medic Raven 5-1
answer.
is group
Alright, Elvis,
Delta
bring it
still
on,
hot.
2, I will do my best.
Keep it high, use your height, stay high for longer, use that descent and you'll be fine.
2, fuel state is 1000.
What's your distance, buddy? How far to run, Elvis?
27 nautical miles.
You got plenty. Just to give you an idea, buddy, I'm really high, so you're going to be fine.
221.
With 2 F5s. One F5 was shut down, the second was not. And they don't follow up.
Yeah, pretty much.